and I love this analogy, is there's nothing wrong with being the smartest guy in the room if you're the smartest guy in the room. But don't pretend, because you'll get found out really quick. I remember when the Eagles, Howie Roseman, this is before he went on his little hot streak in the draft and everything now, and he can do no wrong. But Howie passed on Justin Jefferson. This is like maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago now. He passed on Justin Jefferson, picked up Jalen Reagor from TCU. And I remember sitting there at the time watching the draft, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, Justin Jefferson just like tore up college football. He was at LSU. Like, he was a great player. Like, he's going to be a star in the NFL. Well, he is. But I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, listen, man. If you know something that nobody else knows, and you want to pick this kid from TCU, and you're like, this is my guy. I did my homework. I know what's coming. This is my guy. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't be wrong, because then all the pressure's coming on. If there's a layup, take the layup. Don't shoot the three-pointer. But now, and I would say it, so don't be the smartest guy in the room if you're not the smartest guy in the room. So Pat Kraft now is sitting there as Penn State's AD. He fired James Franklin. James is a walking, talking 10-win season, except for this year, obviously. So if you're guaranteed 10 wins, you better bring someone in here who can recruit at the same level or better, who can win at the same level or better. Because if we start losing, you lose to Ohio State every year, and Michigan, listen, they're already ranked number 1 and 2 every single other year. So that's just the way things are. But if you start losing to Indiana now, you start losing to UCLA, to a Purdue, Northwestern, you're not going to last long. So he not only said he's the smartest guy in the room by firing James, he put the pressure squarely on him. I got and at Penn State, jobs like Penn State, there's been 3 coaches in the last 80 years. So this isn't a job that comes up every 5 years. This is a job that someone gets and stays in. And hey, make the right choice. That's it. If you're the smartest guy in the room, be the smartest guy in the room. That's the only thing I have to say.
Well, the first and foremost, let me just go back over that guy from the Eagles. He don't look. He couldn't pick a winner for all the tea in China, man. The guy's a dork.
Howie's doing all right now. Howie's doing all right.
Let me say something to you. I differ. All of those guys, they never play football themselves. They have no idea what they're doing. And the football coaches should be controlling who they bring in and who they don't bring in. You understand? Not some dork up in the hierarchy because he's part of the ownership group and they know him and the friends and all that other. Come on, bro.
That's the hard part, though, now, because now that I agreed with you totally. I agreed with you as far as college football goes in the past, but now you got money coming in. I was listening to something the other day, and they're like, do we need to colleges, not Penn State, but do colleges need to think about the way they run their organizations with the same outlook as a professional sports team? Do they need to bring in a GM that can put together teams, and the football coach focuses on being a football coach? So a Belichick or some of these guys that do the GM and the coaching in the NFL, that's hard. And you put a lot of pressure on yourself. So I don't know. It's just another conversation that's got to be had.
Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if Franklin...
Well, it's already broken. It wasn't broken. They fixed it, and now the whole thing broke. That's it.
Listen, that's a great point, Andrew. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's broke. We're swimming in a soup full of parts and everything. There's my gosh. There's a piston sitting on the front seat. This thing's busted.
Listen, man. Listen, it has totally crashed. And again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I would say to Penn State, I would say to LSU, both of them recruited me. I have the utmost respect for both places, but their decision making from those who don't play football or never played football before, the athletic directors at LSU and at Penn State, is disastrous. Okay, they're idiots, in my opinion. You have Argeron at LSU. The guy is a man's man, a player's man. You just look what he did.
Love Coach Al.
I mean, he comes in there when Alabama. No one can beat Alabama, right? I mean, nobody can beat Alabama. Georgia squeaked one out. I think Clemson squeaked one out. But LSU comes in there, man, with this Yankee, and boy, they win a national championship, and then the following year they have a bad storm. They have a hurricane. Okay, they got off to a slow start, but the guy won like five. My brother's telling me he won like 5 or 6 of his last games. They fired a guy to bring in Kelly. Well, they got what they deserved. Okay, and it cost them 40. What, they got to pay his contract? What was that guy's contract? What did they pay him out, Andrew? What did they pay that guy out, Kelly?
I don't know.
How much money did they pay him out?
I don't know the exact number. I don't know the exact number. I think it was 50. It was in the 40-50 range. I think I saw 53, but I don't.
So let's talk about that.
Too much.
But let's talk about that. So you got the Penn State and you got LSU, right? It wasn't broken. It wasn't broken. They just won a national championship at LSU 2 years before, and Penn State just played in the national championship. They were in the semifinals, a game away from playing for a national championship. So it's not broken. But they made some coaching changes.